Hello YouTube, B3 here, back another kicking action figure review. Yeah, today we have a really cool figure from Marvel Legends, a Spider-Man wave, and so you know it's going to be good. It is the Tombstone figure. Yeah, from the Vulture Flight Gear Build-A-Figure wave, also known as the Spider-Man Homecoming wave. So yeah, it doesn't say Tombstone on his packaging, it says Sinister Villains. His running change is the Beetle, so you know whenever there's a running change, they got that whole name thing on the front and back going on. But, yeah, Tombstone. Very cool. I've been wanting a Tombstone figure since I was a kid. I've always kind of preferred him in a suit, but honestly, this is pretty good too. I like this a lot. I would say he's probably the least exciting figure in the wave. He's not a bad figure at all. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He just doesn't really come with a lot of accessories or anything, or any accessories. He's just kind of a basic figure, you know? But, Hyperion mold with some extra sculpting, so that's good. As you can see, he has a great head sculpt, and he has more paint and stuff than I thought he would. Better paint. I mean, look at that sculpting on the head. It's crazy good. You see he's got a wash even. Great paint on the hair. Just really, really nice. He has a little extra plastic right here, but he can still articulate, so that's fine. That's sculpted, not just painted, so that's really cool. They raised it a little. My only real problem, detail and paint-wise, are his cuffs on his wrists and ankles. I would have liked them to be sculpted on, or at the very least glued in place. Like just up a little like this, sculpted or glued, you could still get full articulation. See? Like that's not hindering. Right? But I guess they wanted it down lower or something. Because if you push it back, then there's no hindrance for articulation. So that's really my only problem with this guy. Because he doesn't really need a bunch of accessories. I mean, he's Tombstone. He hits stuff hard and gets hit hard. Also, you know, he's a mob boss, so that's cool too. But I mean, other than that, you know, he looks fine. You know, he's a tough guy. Now, articulation-wise, up and down, not too far back up because of his big old collar here. Side to side, you got up and down, forward, back on the arms there, bicep swivel, double elbow bend, wrist swivel, forward and back on the wrists, ka-chow. Ab crunch, pretty far, painted all the way up. It's nice. Got a waist swivel, in and out on the legs, forward and back on the legs, and all that jazz. You got a thigh swivel, double knee bend. You have a boot swivel right here. You have up and down on the foot and an ankle pivot. An ankle pivot. So that's nice. But yeah, you know, so exactly the articulation you would expect and everything. Some better paint than I expected, so that's really cool. And you know, I already said he doesn't have any accessories, but he does come with this piece to build the Vulture. You know, and we will be reviewing the Vulture and his flight gear at the same time for the last review of this wave, so subscribe for that. But, yeah. Now let's check out some size comparisons. Now for our first size comparison, I'm going to show them with some other Hasbro Marvel Legends. Here on the left, one from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Ant-Man, and on the right, the exclusive Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker. Yes, from the Walmart exclusive 2-pack. There's also a single-carded one and a single-carded Miles Morales with the same sculpt. So if you have any of those, that's what they'll look like next to him. Now to keep the Marvel Legends train rolling, here he is with a very commonly used mold, the Bucky Cap mold on this Marvel Legends Eel figure. And then on the right over here we have the Old Man Logan Wolverine. So yeah, that's how he looks with those. And since he is one of Spider-Man's baddies, I thought I'd show him with some more Spider-Man. These are from, you know, producers other than Hasbro. Here on the left from Toy Biz, we have the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie Battle Ravage Spider-Man. And on the right, we have the Disney Store exclusive Diamond Select Marvel Select Superior Spider-Man. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Marvel Legends series Sinister Villains Tombstone figure from the Vulture Flight Gear Build-A-Figure wave? Well, I'm glad we finally got a Tombstone. The Spider-Man waves of Marvel Legends have been putting out exactly the figures I want. So, Well, nearly exactly. As I said, I would have preferred him in a suit, but honestly, I think this is really cool too. More of a classic look for Tombstone is also fine. I'm just happy to have a Tombstone, to be completely honest with you. Very, very cool figure. Once again, the most basic figure in this wave, really. So, you know, if you just want the ones with like a ton of new sculpting and everything, you'll want to go for the 3 movie figures, Beetle, Moon Knight, and things like that. But, yeah, I mean, he's not a bad figure in any sense. He's not a bad figure at all. Exactly the articulation you would expect. Better paint than you would expect. My only gripe is the cuffs on the ankles and wrists. That's it. That's my only gripe. But other than that, he's good to go. And you need him if you want to build Vulture's flight gear. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. But yeah, that is it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all later.